What a great audience.
They are so fun. I love them. Yes.
Yeah. Thank
It's the holidays, so everybody's happier,
I
right?
mean, look.
Yes, I like your
color
very
coordinated.
festive. How are you?
I'm well, yeah.
Last time it was, we were over video screen.
Yes.
We didn't get to meet in person.
It's my first time in studio. It's
Yeah.
nice to be back in the real world.
Yeah. Are you like ready for Christmas? I'm not totally prepared this year.
I mean, Christmas is my time.
Okay, me too.
I get into it at Christmas, you know. However, our kids are teenagers now, and
Yeah.
they kind of staged an intervention with me this year because I go a little crazy, and lots of Amazon boxes start showing up on the porch.
Amen. I'm a Prime member.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
And they were like, listen, we want 3 things this year, and we want time with you. And I was like, okay, be the adults in the room.
They said time with you?
I mean,
Were
they
they trying
intimated
to
it.
make?
That's what my parents wanted to hear.
That's what I filtered.
Yeah.
I also found this out about you because I love Rock Hudson. I was obsessed with him whenever I was in junior highs when I first started watching those films, like Doris Day and everything.
Yeah.
But you recently did a tribute, right?
I did.
Are you a fan?
I'm a big fan of rock. I have been since I was a kid.
That's
you know.
sexy, man. What?
I mean,
My
there
God.
will never be anyone as handsome as
Oh
Rock
my
Hudson.
God! And his smile, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your song, Rock Hudson.
I know.
by
I
the
have.
way.
I know. I think people were
Yeah.
confused by me titling it that, but it was more because you think your life is a movie, and he's my favorite.
Yeah,
like people
of
love Cary
course.
Grant.
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, whatever you have your person, he's mine.
Yeah, but
I don't care that he didn't like women. I don't care.
I know you
I
don't.
would love him enough for both of us.
But it was so great to have someone like that in the zeitgeist as a queer
Yeah.
person, to see somebody out there who was succeeding and out there in the limelight, even if he
Yeah.
wasn't totally open at the time because it wasn't really safe to do so.
Absolutely.
To see him out there was so inspirational for me, and I think he's a great actor and a wonderful human. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially growing up in Texas, that probably was not easy.
No, I was kind of a Friday Night Lights kind of town. It's grown since I left.
Mine
but,
was like that too.
Yeah, so great people, but I definitely, when I was in high school, I had to like just figure out a way to survive and kind of get to a place where it felt safe to be my most authentic self.
Yeah.
That was just my experience.
Yeah, I kind of survived high school too, though.
I think we
like,
all
for
did,
different
right?
reasons,
the
but yeah.
stakes felt life and death for all of us.
But you know how people are like, oh, I would go back and do like certain years? Never.
Yeah, no.
I would never. And I had a fine experience, but no. That was hard. Let's talk about fellow travelers, though. There's some similar issues in there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, my character can certainly relate. It's a multi-decade love story that starts at the height of the lavender scare and goes in the 50s and goes all the way through the 80s. And we follow this group of people over the course of 4 decades. And, you know, it's also a political thriller that's based on real events in our history.
I love
there's that element, too. Yeah.
I love when people do that. They tie in historical things, and it kind of teaches you at the same time.
Yeah,
so, like,
it
backstory.
certainly educated me. I had kind of a passing understanding of what the lavender scare was, but it was a dark moment in our history where basically Roy Cohn and Senator McCarthy convinced Eisenhower to push forth a bill that an executive measure that let them basically fire any queer people from government. And expected 10,000 people lost their jobs, and a lot of folks committed suicide,
crazy that
sadly.
people got on board with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, looking like it's like certain things in history, I'm like, how did that happen? Like, how did enough people go, this is fine?
I think it's important to look back at times when our fears got the better of us, you know, so that we can
I still think
not
that
make
happens.
those mistakes going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we still need progress.
Yeah.
Well, we need also a commercial break. Matt's new show is called Fellow Travelers. It's on Showtime, and look for him in Maestro as well. It's in theaters and on Netflix starting December 20th.